Erica, happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully you have something fun planned for today.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Everybody's working, but yes, we'll make it work.
Well, you have to work then too. No
Yes,
birthday
yes.
plans for you.
And going to the dentist, I don't know if you saw my message. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I can do that. Yeah.
Well, here
Thank
it
you.
is.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
okay. Well, good luck with the dentist.
Thank you so much. I'm going to be here listening to you. Is there anyone
Okay.
else?
So far, it's just you.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
That's okay, though. We'll see if anyone else jumps on.
yeah.
Otherwise, we'll,
Yesterday was the Reyes Magos, Reyes Magos, meaning the
yeah,
wise
what's
men
that?
that got later in
Oh,
time, right after the birth of Jesus. Yeah. And we say los tres Reyes Magos, because that's what the scripture says, tres Reyes Magos. But I love the word wise. Yeah,
yeah,
los sabios.
yeah. Does that mean you're going to clean up your Christmas?
Oh, I should have, but I didn't. And today is my birthday.
Uh, Well,
Yeah,
for
you
the
got me.
record, I cleaned up Christmas on December 27th, and
Oh
that's
my
the
goodness.
latest that I've cleaned up Christmas in probably 7 or 8 years.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you are one of those people. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm on Christmas Day. Can we take down this tree?
Oh no, no, don't tell me. Um, yeah, I didn't. And interesting because my neighbors haven't taken down their lights. Uh, like we are all wishing for a white Christmas, maybe. And
Maybe
this is
one day.
super crazy that there's no snow. Yeah,
Well, the
that
good
is.
news is so in Utah, we have like this weird pattern. When it's really snowy in the winter, no one wants to go buy houses. Well, fewer people want to buy houses. It's
Yes,
like
that's true.
they
Hmm.
think that it's winter, they don't want to move, it's awful, but the
Yeah.
cold doesn't affect it the same. So days
Yes.
like this where it's like 30 to 40 degrees and sunny, people are like, let's go buy a house. They're thinking more like springtime rather than winter time.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my feeling. I wanna do spring cleaning,
Yep.
garden.
Yep.
So
And you buy
I
houses in
understand.
the spring. That's when things really
Yeah.
start to pick up. So I love this great weather. I want it to
Yeah.
like
Because of
every few days rain down here so it gets snow in the mountains so I can go snowboarding. But besides that, like let's keep it sunny like this so we can sell a lot
because
of
it
houses.
helps. That
Yep.
is true. That is
Yeah.
so
And
true.
I think
Yeah.
we're a couple years into these rates and kind of this market that we're in. It feels very normal and the same. And what I really like about that is people are starting to get used to like what this looks like. There, those people that are like, oh, we'll wait for rates to come down. Well, now it's been like 3 years. It's been a long time that they've been waiting for rates to
Yes.
come down. And so a lot of those people are like, well, maybe rates won't come down. Or the people that are
And
like,
they
let's
are
wait for
bored in
house
their
prices to go
houses.
down.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what? They have been staying basically the same for 2 years now. So we have not had like big changes. And so you can use that almost against people and let them
In
know and say
conversations.
things like,
Yes.
hey, if
Mhm.
you have been waiting for rates to go down, like hopefully you didn't hold your breath because you'd be dead and buried and wilted by now because nothing has changed. And so
Exactly.
if you're even on the fence about it, guess what? Nothing is going to change soon. And if it
Mhm.
does change, then you are in the spot where you have already pulled the trigger. And you'll look like a genius because you bought the house before the rates went down. And then if rates go down, you refinance. if you don't own a house and rates go down, all of a sudden that's going to be an inflow of all of these people looking to go buy houses. And
Yeah,
so
and
then you're going to
fighting
be
against
fighting
other
off the
buyers.
crowds with
Hmm.
everyone else. And so I don't think it would be a bad idea to be a little bit early right now.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yeah, I will.
that
I
means you got to
am.
go get out there, tell all of your friends and family you need to buy a
Yeah.
house. Go get
Yeah.
your daughter a house.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna recommend her a good agent.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Okay.
Cameron. Sorry
Yep.
I
Good
have to
luck at the
leave you, but
dentist,
thank you.
Erica.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Amy, I was wondering if it was you.
It's me. I've missed our
Yes.
morning huddle. It's been so long.
Well, welcome back.
How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
Good. I'm good. I know I'm not really I just thought I'd join in and see what everyone was doing and I had a question if it was helpful for the PC team to
Let's
role
let's
play
do it.
conversations, but it looks like it's just me and you.
Erica's still here. She's just at the dentist, so
Okay.
she'll listen in and learn a whole bunch.
Okay. Well, I hope it's okay I joined in. I was
I
just
love that you did.
okay.
Yes.
I awesome. Okay, I have a scenario that um I just thought, oh, I'll ask Cameron. So I have a friend whose parents passed away, and she
Hmm.
said, Amy, can you give me numbers of what homes are selling for in my parents' neighborhood? She said, I've had a lot of people reach out who are interested in buying the home. So she already has buyers. It's a sought after neighborhood in Provo. So
Hmm.
I know those homes go quickly. So I have a CMA prepared for her, but I just wanted to be of, she's a dear friend. I wanted to be of most value to her, happy to just help her, but also happy to give her options, right? Like other ways
Yep.
I could help facilitate this. I don't want her to have to pay for a buyer's agent commission if she's got buyers lined up. But before I called her and presented the numbers, I just wondered if it was worth me knowing the best way I could add value.
Yes. So, I kind of break this down into three buckets. And by the way, I often do this with just normal sellers. Not
Okay.
someone that's like, I might have someone that wants to buy the house. This is my answer when someone says, "Do you cut your commission, or can I make a deal with you?" And I say, "Oh, definitely." Like they're always excited when I'm so excited to give them a deal on my commission.
Yeah.
But it will work for the same thing. And so I say, okay, there's basically three different ways that this could happen, and you will pay different amounts of money for each of them. Scenario number one is what everyone thinks about is I'm your listing agent. I go put it on the market. I market and do everything to go and sell and make the most amount of money. And in doing that, we actually attract someone that has a buyer's agent. So you as a seller will pay me, and most of the buyers are asking you to also pay the buyer's agent commission. So typically that's 3% for each of us. So we'll just call that 6% total to you. Scenario number two is I do my marketing so well that I am attracting people that don't have a real estate agent. And so we don't have to pay that 3% to the buyer's agent. Now, I am going to actually have to help those buyers do a whole bunch of things to make sure it goes through because I want you as a seller to make the most amount of money. And to do that is I want the buyers to be jumping through all the hoops and staying on time and everything. So it's a bunch of work for me. I'm willing to do it. And I'm not even going to charge you the full 3%. I just charge 1% for that. So it's 3% to sell and then 1% for that. So it's 4% total. So scenario one, we're at
Okay.
6. Scenario number two, we're at 4%. I have a whole nother scenario for you where I actually end up doing less work because you've already done a bunch of work for me. What this looks like is you already know a handful of people that want to buy it. So I don't need to go out there and just market this house like crazy. It will save me a bunch of time and a bunch of money because I don't have to spend it on marketing. And so if I'm just kind of taking you and the buyer that you have and putting the deal together and helping you get all the way down to the closing table, then not that that's easy on me, but I don't have to spend any money. And so I can do all of that for 1%. So we basically have three scenarios. It's a 6% total cost, a 4% total cost, or a 1% total cost.
Oh,
And
wow. Okay, so
yeah,
if she brought the buyer, I wouldn't have to put it on the MLS. I wouldn't have to do staging. I wouldn't have to do all of that. So 1% to,
yeah.
and
And
would I write up, what would I do? Would I write up the
so
contract
you,
for this
yep.
buyer?
So you would represent them as a seller.
Right.
Um, and then the buyer, yeah, there would be an unrepresented buyer and you represent the seller. And you
Yeah.
write the contract, you walk them all the way through the closing. I even still hire Brittany to do everything because she's going to handhold the buyers through it. Sometimes I'll even reach out to the buyers and say, "Hey, I know you don't have an agent, and I think that you should have a little bit more help because I'm on the seller side helping them. I want you to have a little bit of help. I have this transaction coordinator that helps with all of the paperwork. She charges $395. And so what we can do is I can set her up with you and then you can just pay $395 at closing. If for whatever reason you don't end up buying the house, you don't pay a dime. And most of
Right.
those buyers are like, oh, cool. And then the buyers are actually paying the transaction fee, and then you get 1%. And
Okay.
everyone loves it. I have also done this for $1,500, just like a flat
Okay.
fee.
Okay.
Sometimes people feel better. And to be honest, it's all like how I feel about the scenario and how it's
Hmm.
going, and then
Yeah.
how willing I am to ask for something more.
Right. Right. So my role in that would be, remind me, like, would I help the buyer write the real estate purchase contract?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
And you have the listing agent hat on. So when the buyer's like, hey, do you think that the sellers would go for this lowball offer? You say, I don't think so. We should write it for higher than that.
Yeah.
But if you're representing the buyers, then your answer is let's throw it out there and see kind of an idea. And so it's just who are you representing? Um,
Okay.
and so you'd be representing the seller in that scenario.
Okay. Okay.
And so then that way
Okay.
you can help your friend, and your friend potentially could save 5%, especially if they have a whole bunch of buyers. So now how I like structure all of this and make it legal, I guess I put it all in writing, is so you do a normal exclusive right to sell, and you say,
Okay.
I collect 3%. We're going to offer 3% to a buyer. If there's not a buyer's agent, I'm going to get 4% or 4.5. I mean, might as well ask for 4.5. You could do something like that. Sounds like it's a friend. So 4% if there's
Yeah.
not a buyer's agent. And then you're going to add an addendum. And in this addendum, you are going to write out all of these people. And so you say, um, something like if one of these people buy the house, then the total commission paid to Keller Williams Westfield would be 1%. And you list out all of those people.
Oh,
And so
okay.
then it's very like in stone because what might happen is nothing. Like no one ends up that wants this house actually ends up buying it, and they're like, you know what? Let's
Yeah.
just put it on the market, and then you put it on the market, and then you get a phone call from your seller, and they're like, oh hey, someone reached out to me. And it's like, well, of course they reached out to you because we have been doing all of this marketing. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
here's a graphic for you to put on your social media, and now someone wants to buy it. Like, that's me. That's because of me. It looks
Yeah.
good. There's pictures, it's online. Like, and so it's my marketing that's working. They just happen to reach out to you because they know you.
Right.
And so that's why we list it all out. And then I'm real nice to people. If they're like, oh, well, it's this person's brother. I'm like, great. I'm gonna put that person's brother. Like you don't even
Yeah.
know who they are, but they might buy it. Like we're super open, and then it's like, oh, it's actually not that brother, it's like that brother-in-law, but it was still kind of there. And I'm like, great, 1%, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
like I'm not mean or crazy. I feel like you'd probably fit in that same boat. Like
Yeah.
benefit of the doubt. Oh yeah, we'll do that for that person. But then that way you can
Mhm.
kind of live in the best of all of the worlds. Like if you list it, great. If you can do it without a buyer's agent, great. And then if they have a buyer ready to go, then you're basically going from like contract to close. And
Okay.
so you're doing that whole under contract process.
Okay. Would I would I tell the buyer like, "Hey, did you want to get an inspection?" Right? Like how much of I'm not representing the buyer,
Yeah,
but
you're not representing them, and so usually in that scenario, I kind of like guide them through it, but I don't
Mhm.
help them. Meaning,
Okay.
I say, okay, well, here's the seller disclosures from the contract. You'll notice we had to get you them by this date, so sign them and get it back just to prove that we did it by that date. And then the next step is just due diligence. And so you should just make sure that you want to buy this house and that there's nothing wrong with it. And the underlying thing is you should probably get a home inspection. But sometimes they're like, okay, what does that mean? And you can be
Yeah.
helpful and friendly, but
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
set your sellers up for success. So if they're like, oh, what does that mean? Like, what should my due diligence be? You can say, like, oh, most people hire a home inspector uh, to check that there's nothing big wrong with the house, no big red flags. It's like if you're buying a car and you take it to a mechanic.
Yeah.
Same idea. But then after the inspection, like you're not going to call them and be like, okay, now what repairs do you want the sellers to make? You're going to say,
Right.
hey, did everything look good? Are you worried about anything? And
Yeah.
or even like assume it like, hey, everything was good, right? Like you're not worried about this house falling apart. There's no foundational issues like that, right?
Right.
Like I'm almost
Yeah.
framing it like those are the things you
Hmm.
should be worried about, and there's nothing like that, right? And
Yeah.
then from there, hopefully they don't even know that they should ask for repairs and things like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, if you were in this situation and you had a friend who was just asking for a CMA and would you just call her, talk to her about the CMA and maybe like she doesn't want to put it on the market. She's just like I want to
Yeah.
give her a little bit, but I don't want to try to make her feel like she needs to do this. Um,
Yeah, I always use an excuse of like it depends on like like how the house looks, you know? Like a house, even like you describe like a 3 bedroom, 2 bath house to me, like in this neighborhood, I'm like, I kind of get an idea, but like if you walk through a house, you're gonna know what it is. So I
yeah.
always like to be like, look, I can pull like some general comps, but if you want me to like figure out like what the house should probably sell for, I need to walk
Hmm.
through it. And then really, to be honest, like the best thing is for us to like sit down and I can kind of explain all of these comps to you and what my thinking is around the price. You can ask me all the questions. And then I can actually tell you a few things that we could do so that you can net the most money in your house in
Yes.
selling this
Okay.
house. And then unless the house is in a trust, you're going to have to go through probate. They're going to need a title company. Um, like all of these little things that most people don't realize that you need because we just as real estate agents just kind of do it for them. So
Yeah. Okay.
those are some things that you can be like, so even if she's like, we're not going to sell it yet.
Yeah.
um like you should say like, okay, well, step number one, if you're gonna sell it, like it has to, like if it's in a trust, then we can just sell it. If it's not, then we have to go through probate to be able to sell it, and usually it's a few weeks to do that. um and you can hire an attorney to do it. My mom actually did it herself with my grandpa's house. I was like, hey, mom, you should, or with my grandpa's house. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
you should probably hire this probate attorney to do this. And they were going to charge like $700. And my mom's like, I bet I could do it. And she did. And she's like, can you help me? I was like, legally, no. Like I am listing the house. If anything goes wrong with probate and anything that I did, like I am not an attorney. I should not be doing this. So I'm acting as
Yeah.
your real estate agent, not the grandson helping you jump through hoops through probate. So
Yeah.
like, if you want me to pay for probate, I'm okay with that as the grandson. But as a real estate agent, I can't do that. So you can say, yeah, you'll have to go through probate. To be honest, I always talk to the title company about everything probate. I'm like, oh no, we need to
Okay.
go through probate. Will you help me? And they have connections and do it all the time.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, those are some helpful, that's exactly just some helpful tips to let her know that there are some complicated things that
Yeah,
we could help with. And I have connections with title and all of that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Awesome. Awesome.
Well,
Thanks.
I'm glad you popped in, Amy. It's fun seeing you on Zoom.
Yeah, well, thanks so much. I was like trying to think how to move forward, and then I got the little thing from Rit saying productivity huddle, and I just thought I'm just gonna hop on and listen and
This is
see.
perfect.
See. So
Good learning
thanks.
experience. So
Yeah. Did you have a good Christmas?
it was great until my whole family got sick.
It's going around. I'm
Yep.
bummer.
It was like 2 days after Christmas. My wife's like, I think I'm sick. I'm like, no. And then my two youngest got sick. And then the two middles got sick. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
missed it. And then I got sick. And I told my oldest son, I was like, you can't hang out at our house anymore. I don't need more sick kids. Like, you go hang out at
Yeah.
your friends all day.
Right. Oh,
So,
bummer. But I'm glad
hopefully
you
yours was
felt good enough
great.
for Christmas. Good.
Yep, Christmas was great. New Year's, we went to bed at 9:45.
Nice. Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
Amy,
good.
don't be a
All
stranger.
right.
Come around a whole bunch.
Thanks, Cameron. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I may take you up on that.
I'm all
But
for it.
okay, appreciate
We'll
it.
see you
Have a
soon.
great day.
You too.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.